Alright, J.W. Oker here. And by here, I mean in the attic above my house, sweating and exerting myself overly. I'm here kind of digging through my Halloween stuff, getting prepped for the Halloween season, because it's right around the corner. For those of you who need some background, we celebrate Halloween as a season, not just as a day. So September and October are completely dedicated in my house, in my world, to fall activities and spooky activities and just anything black and orange and wrapped in a bag of candy corn. On the OTIS blog, it becomes a Halloween blog, more or less. I still write about travels and oddities and those kinds of things, but now I also write about anything to do with the season. I wanted to tease this season first because I'm going to change things up this season. Normally, I write content, I write articles, I do videos, I post them one a day for the entire duration of the OTIS Halloween season. But last year, I did things a little bit differently last year, where I did that, but I also did a Halloween diary, where I kind of actually documented what we did actually every day in the season. And over the course of doing the OTIS Halloween season, this one is going to be our 9th annual OTIS Halloween season. I've learned that that's what I want to do. I want to kind of document the season. I don't want to turn this. I don't want it to be just an opportunity to do content, to get, more visits, more hits, more likes, more shares. Those are all great, and I love them to death. But I didn't really want to capitalize on Halloween so much as I just wanted to live it and document it and share it with people and see their Halloweens, and just I want it to be a more organic, less kind of internet-y thing, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm going to focus on the blog this year. It's going to be the Halloween diary. It's going to be pretty much most of the content. It's going to be a lot more robust than last year. More photos, more kind of insight, more thoughts, more logging what I do. And then the articles I will still do some, but they won't be, with the pressure of hitting post every day. It'll be me living in the moment a lot more. But I do love, after everybody goes to bed, I open the windows and it's nice and cool and breezy, and I light a scented, pumpkin spice candle, and I write about something spooky that I visited. I like that as a Halloween activity. So I will still do articles. It's just the bulk of my writing and my focus will be on the Halloween diary. So that's that. Oh, and because I'm going to do the OTIS Halloween season that way, I'm going to start on September 1st. Usually, I wait till mid-September when the feeling really kicks in. I always compare it to that Dick Van Dyke moment in Mary Poppins, where suddenly he's like Mr. One-Man Band, and he stops, and he realizes the weather's changed, and everything's about to change. I always wait for that moment, and it's usually not till about mid-September. But now I can actually kind of document the runway to that moment. So that's the site. Other things I want to tell you about. Oh, I'm having a kid this October. Sometime at the end of October, I'm having a kid. So it's another reason why I kind of want to document this season. So that means probably 1 or 2 posts will come from the hospital. Hopefully decorated like the hospital from Halloween 2. So that's another big thing that'll happen and throw some excitement, and I'll be doing some talks. Death and Douglas. So last year my first fiction book came out, Death and Douglas. It's a Halloween book. It takes place in the fall in New England, and the climax, multi-chapter climax, is over the course of a Halloween. But last year it came out on Halloween due to some internal issues with the publisher. So it was supposed to come out 2 months earlier and actually be around for the entire season, but because of stuff that happened, it didn't get debuted until Halloween Day itself. So it hasn't really had its own Halloween season. So this year I hope you pick it up. If you're like me, you're always looking for media, books, movies that'll help kind of keep the season going, and ideally this is a book like that for you, for your kids. I've had about a year of reviews now, so I know, I've been hearing good things from the kids that read it, good things from the adults that read it, but in general, this is a Halloween book, and I think really good for the season if you're looking for that. And of course, a big part of celebrating Halloween for so long is trying to nab that nostalgia of being a kid around trick-or-treating and monsters and being let out late at night and that kind of thing, and that's what Death and Douglas is about. That and a serial killer. So, the book, the site, the OTIS Club. The OTIS Club is in its 3rd year. I'm so jazzed about that the members have kept it going that long. And this is a good opportunity for people to test it out. If you weren't sure it was worth a couple of bucks a month, the Halloween season is a good time because every single newsletter, which happens every week, will be Halloween through and through. Just Halloween content all over it. So that's it. That's the new way we're going to do the OTIS Halloween season this year. Please pick up Death and Douglas or any of my books. I really appreciate you guys picking up my books, and they're all Halloween relevant in some form or fashion. And also helps me do more books because I'd really like to write books. And then, of course, the OTIS Club. So that's it. That's kind of my sneak peek in August of the upcoming OTIS Halloween season. I'm going to get back to doing this so I can get out of this hot attic and, back into my hot house, and really hope that August just goes away as fast as possible.